Deontay Wilder goes on to Ellie Setback and he talks about his career and Anthony Joshua and what he got going on. And Deontay Wilder was asked about Anthony Joshua, and this is one of the things he said about Anthony Joshua. He goes on to say that he said that he always felt that Anthony Joshua was too big for him doing the things that he does, about his muscles basically draining too much of his oxygen. But one of the most interesting thing he said was, he's basically was talking about how when you are given things, like Anthony Joshua has been given things, when it's time to bite down, like you need to bite down, how far can you go? And basically what he was saying was, Anthony Joshua don't got no dog in him. That's what he mean by biting down, and how far can you go? Like when it's time to dig in, when it's time to give it your all, when it's time, you know what I'm saying, when it's that fight or flight mode, you know, how hard can you bite down? And that's a true statement about Anthony Joshua. Although there's always a bit of contradiction when Wilder talks about Anthony Joshua, because like anything, it's two sides to every story. But the thing is this: when people say Anthony Joshua has been given stuff, I really would like them to break down and tell me what do they mean by that. Because everything that he has got, he's worked for it. The biggest thing that I can think about being given stuff is being given easy fights. And we all know that Anthony Joshua has a more stellar resume than Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Hell, everybody in the heavyweight division, just being frank, you know, truthfully. So when I think of being given something in boxing, that's one of the biggest things that I can think of being given, or being given a break. Has Anthony Joshua been given any gift decisions? He has not. All those belts that he got, he went and took them off the people who was wearing them around their waist. So once again, I don't care how that's given. The only thing that I could say that was given was his Olympic gold medal. I could say he was given that, because he truthfully didn't win that fight. He lost. He was given that. But beyond that, I really don't know what he was given, you know. And the other thing about the statement is saying that he's been given everything, so therefore you don't know how hard he's going to bite down. Well, this is the thing. How can you say somebody's been given something, and by saying they've been given something, you're implying that they have taken the easy road, therefore it's hard for them to bite down when it's time to? How can you say that, and at the same time you speak on Anthony Joshua's meltdown from pressure? See, when you're given things, that doesn't equal pressure and meltdown and breakdown. Okay? When you're given things, since you've had the easy road, you're not supposed to be breaking down like that. So it's no doubt that he had pressure, and so much pressure that he broke down like that. So I don't look at that as having an easy road or being given something, because if he's being given stuff, he definitely should never have an episode like that, being stressed out or worried about anything. He was concerned because his career and all that, and, you know, everything was riding on him and it was on the line. That's pressure. You know, if it was given to him, you know, he would get some guarantees. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no Canelo built-in clauses where you're not guaranteed to win on the scorecards. Anthony Joshua doesn't have that going on. So, although it may be true, I mean, come on, Anthony Joshua got 3 losses on his resume right now for a reason. That's not because he wasn't out here trying and he was out here being gifted stuff and people was giving stuff. No, he actually went out there and fought the people who was somebody. You know, but, you know, one thing that Deontay Wilder is bringing to the forefront is very true. He's trying to get people to understand that boxing is not a sport, it's strictly a business. And with that being said, I think it's just business with the stones that he throw at Anthony Joshua. Because at the end of the day, he talks about them trying to secure him because they knew that he would lose to Usyk, but Shelly Finkel already put it out there to the world that they was looking at trying to fight the winner. So how is it one instance your manager comes out and say, yeah, we're looking to fight the winner of Alexander Usyk Anthony Joshua, and then when he loses, you reveal that they were reaching out to you, but your manager already put it out there to the world, so it ain't too much of a secret, and it's not too much of a backup plan if you're not stepping in for Usyk and he hasn't dropped out or anything like that. So I'm really not getting the statements, but I think just the back and forth, I think that's part of the game too, and it's hard for me to see any of these guys really being straight up or honest. You know what, in boxing, in the business of boxing, I don't even think you really can. I think a part of you got to be artificial or play the game or go on script or something like that, because at the end of the day, it just doesn't make no sense, but he's right. Anthony Joshua does have the problem biting down, but it's not because he's been gifted anything, and it's not because he hasn't tried. It's not because he's been trying to lobby his situation all the way to the top. That's what everybody else has pretty much done in the division. Everybody knows Wilder had more than enough time to do what Anthony Joshua has done, but nobody wants to talk about that. But they'll say he can't get the fights and all this other stuff, but everybody know he could have got the Charles Martin fight. Everybody know that he could have got the Klitschko fight. Like, everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's honest, so-called honest, up until the point where it's time to be real. Then don't nobody know what you're talking about anymore. But I think it's just all a game at the end of the day anyway. But for the most part, like I always said, I never had a complaint about who Anthony Joshua was fighting. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, of course I did. So you talking about somebody who's taken on competition that they were reluctant to, yet they've been given everything, and yet your manager has been allowed to say to the American boxing public that you're still a baby at 30-something fights and you're not ready yet. I mean, that's not being gifted anything, but that definitely is coddling, which is what he's trying to insinuate has happened to Anthony Joshua, which therefore is the reason he ain't got no dog in him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Boxing's a funny place. At the end of the day, I would say this. I would like to see all of them mix it up on multiple occasions. Fury, Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? Usyk, Wilder, Usyk, Tyson Fury, Usyk, Joshua again, Wilder, Fury again. I would like to see all them guys mix it up multiple times. It's a lot of money out there for them to get if they care to participate in kind of like a golden era heavyweight boxing, like top off. You know what I'm saying? Like, these belts could keep exchanging if these guys care to engage the proper way, and money was less of an issue and competition was more of a thing. But it's a business at the end of the day. And that's why we got Jake Paul, KSI, and all this other crap. You guys wanted it. So that's exactly where we're at right now. And the other thing I got to add is this. How can people talk about they want to see good boxing matches and people put on boxing clinics when the truth is the boxing public is more than satisfied with two guys who are not really as skilled going at it simply because of who they are versus their skill set? And matter of fact, I'll go make a video about that. Boxing's more about who you are, not your skill set. But anyway, that's all I got on this subject. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.